take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with...
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The numbers for Jones a week ago. 7 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And what we just saw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, The other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 15 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Double dog. That's the way. 57's the mic.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Watson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For his wideout.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still 59. Y'all playing the wrong football.
It's 57. 57's mine.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that will be caught, but out of the edge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
10 yards to go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. 3 buzz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
These receivers, especially in a play like this one, 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
57. Mike, 57.
I got him.
57. 55.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Watson's pass.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Connor. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of
7 yards there and a first down.
We all nil. 57 the mic. 57 the mic.
Watson off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
For a Falcon.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the draw, this is Smith. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On the tackle.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Falcons 10.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
And
certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here I come. Here I come. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
I can't believe it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on. You better bring it.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Now Watson off the play fake. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's complete. He finds Falk here.
Garoppolo's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The throw over the middle taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To number 87.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking sideline, incomplete.
Close pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo again. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of Mr.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. I'm going to run you over. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that half. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Off the play fake. Watson. Cruz on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before the break. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Cook. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Brandon McManus set
the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they did.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. On the run is Connor. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, a run with Connor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Watch the pass. 51. 51. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll run here with Connor, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go. And got his man complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete to
A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Connor, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
The ball carrier.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
57's the mic. Mike 57.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
After the interception, here's Watson. Cruz has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
31 yards.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Number 3.
From 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, check. 3 down. 51's Mike.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Smith. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. Mike 51.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jim! 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 Jim!
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clancy, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
I got wide. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 1st down, Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
51 to mine.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Another Falcon.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
Makes the score Falcons 33.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Watson and the Texans now down by 8, a minute 39 to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10.
Come on, D. 57 to Mike.
Watson off play action. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Okay, double up.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Watson's pass.
Picked off at the 19.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Connor, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a...
I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer for media. Keep us blind, a good heart, it's not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this is jungle, the top I was gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I need the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my